When I first thought about what I would make for a monument, the first thing that came to mind was portraying the main character. However, in order to express the overall theme of the novel, I made sure to use many symbols throughout the monument. The theme that I'm trying to express is the theme of man versus society. In the novel, the main character, Kaya, is often discriminated against because she's an outsider who lives in the marsh. Some of the symbols that I used were a shell necklace, ski cap, handcuffs, a boat, and books. I also added texture to some of the items throughout the monument. The first symbol that I made was the boat that the main character is sitting in. I used a boat for this monument because it was an important part of Kaya's legacy. The boat was also one of the only ways that Kaya connected and traveled to civilizations outside of the marsh. The second thing that I added was a couple of books. The types of books that I tried to add were poetry books, science books, and I also wanted to include a book of all Kaya's collection of bugs. I chose to incorporate these specific books because they portray Kaya's ability to remain successful without having to go to school. Kaya's books and her understanding of nature was one of the most important ways Kaya found herself as a woman. The third thing that I added was a ski cap that Tate gave Kaya the night that they started to reconnect again. This ski cap was a very significant part of the murder case in the novel overall. The ski cap was a symbol of relationship trauma. The fourth thing that I added were handcuffs. I added the handcuffs to symbolize freedom from society. The last thing that I added to my monument was a shell necklace. The reason why I added this was to show that Kaya had gained her power back from the years of being discriminated against. Some of the other small details that I added were the posture of Kaya. I put her hands in the air to show that she has won the battle within herself, but also against all the people who thought of her as an animal rather than a human. The final detail I added was a pattern to the side of the boat to make it look like it was broken into pieces. I did this to show all the hurt that came from relationships between her friends, family members, and significant others.